welcome back to my channel. If you've been keeping up with my recent videos, you'll know I was in Barcelona recently and I had an amazing time. Check out my vlogs to see my full experience. I thought it would be cool to make a couple videos for Barcelona travel tips. I already have one about using the metro in Barcelona if you want to check out that. This video is going to be 5 quick tips to improve your Barcelona experience, I guess, and I hope that these tips help you out when you travel. If you have any of your own tips, go ahead and leave them in the comments and like this video if it helps you out. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Tip number 1 is don't buy water. Obviously, I'm a strong advocate of using reusable water bottles, but if you run out of water while you're out and about, you don't have to buy any because there are water fountains throughout the city that you can refill your water bottles at, and it's really convenient and awesome. You can usually find a couple in the parks and in other locations, so just make sure to utilize those while you are out. I also like this because I didn't have to bring my giant water bottle when I was traveling throughout the day. I brought a smaller water bottle and I knew that I could just refill that if it ran out, so that's really awesome. Tip number 2 is that Barcelona does have public restrooms throughout the city and they are free, which I greatly appreciated. If you are looking for them, they are usually in the parks next to the food stands or connected into the food stand where you can get different, snacks and such. But this tip is more about the fact that you're going to need to bring napkins, tissues, hand sanitizer, that kind of stuff with you when you use these restrooms. They are not always super well stocked and you might not have toilet paper in there, and obviously that's a horrible thing if you really gotta go and there's no toilet paper. Usually there's running water, but there might not be soap, so again, make sure you have some hand sanitizer. But at least there are public restrooms, so that is a good thing. All right, tip number 3 is to just get lost. I feel like this is a tip you hear a lot when people are talking about Venice, Italy, to just kind of go through all the little alleys and just get lost and experience the city. And I think it really applies to Barcelona as well. I definitely kind of got some Venice vibes in the little alleys and stuff, kind of just wandering around, getting lost. I found a lot of cool shops and beautiful alleys and was able to take a ton of awesome photos. I even found a cute little orange orchard and a courtyard that I definitely never would have found if I hadn't just been wandering aimlessly. So yeah, definitely suggest kind of just going out and about. Also, you got to know that even though some of these alleys are pretty narrow and they seem like they might be pedestrian only, there could also be cars and motorcycles and stuff. So look out for that. All right, 4th tip is to utilize the free days. Some museums and other attractions in Barcelona have different days where they are free, either the first Sunday of the month or there's a day within the week that they're free at a certain time. It's kind of random if you ask me, but make sure you always check to see if the museums have a free time. For instance, Montjuic Castle is free on Sunday after 3, and the Picasso Museum is free on a Thursday from 6 to 9:30. Just make sure you take advantage of these free times so you can save some money on your Barcelona trip. All right, and lastly, tip number 5 is going to be to bring earplugs. This might not relate to everyone and it depends on where your hotel is, but I stayed on La Rambla and yeah, it's kind of, a party street and late at night. I want to say there were a ton of people out while I was there, but into the night there were still a lot of people out talking loudly and traffic. If you are someone who's a really light sleeper or likes it to be really quiet when you sleep, I suggest bringing earplugs along. I didn't have that much trouble. I am a really heavy sleeper, but as I was falling asleep, it was kind of annoying hearing all those people out there. The people next to me at the hotel also came in really late at night and were really loud, which I thought was very rude, but it would have been nice to have a quieter atmosphere. I don't usually wear earplugs, but if you're the type of person who does, I suggest you bring them along just in case. And like I said, it depends on where you're staying. If you're in a quieter neighborhood, you might not need them, but Barcelona is kind of a party city in a lot of ways. I am not a partier and I like to go to bed pretty early. So again, this one is kind of a hit or miss depending on if it's relevant to you. All right, so those are my 5 tips for visiting Barcelona, Spain. Like I said, if you have any other tips, leave them in the comments. If you have any other questions about traveling to Barcelona, I will try to answer them as well. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome day. Like and subscribe. All right, bye.